Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Black Rhino here again with Black Rhino Golf Talk. Alright, so today's video is going to be a little bit more of the mental side of golf, meaning that when you step on the tee box, what do you see? You know, do you see trouble, or do you see opportunity, or do you just see a straight fairway that you want to go ahead and hit? So let's jump into it. Alright, so first things first, you want to get to the golf course, pretty early. I mean, not 2 or 3 hours before your tee time, but at least, about an hour before your tee time. Get your practice in, get your mind straight for what you're about to do for that day. I mean, golf is a difficult sport, but it's also a fun sport. And, we complicate it sometimes by thinking too much. And a lot of people that are good golfers sometimes can't even break, 90 or can't even break, 80. Because they're worrying about their golf swing. They're still trying to work on stuff that they worked on the range. A golf course is not a place for that. A golf course is a place for you to just go ahead and play golf. The range is for that practice. It's for that, errant tee shot, or it's for that errant iron shot. That's what you want to use the range for. So now, after you've got your practice in and you hit your tee shots and you hit your iron shots and you hit some putts and some chips and you feel comfortable with what you're playing with today, because again, golf is a game to where every swing is different, right? In baseball, you're static, the ball is dynamic, right? In golf, the ball is static and you're dynamic. So knowing those things, your golf ball isn't going anywhere until you hit it. So you have full control over what shots you hit and the quality of shot that you hit. So knowing that, you have full control over the golf ball, the type of shot you hit, how good or bad that shot is, because again, the ball isn't going anywhere until you hit it, right? You have full control over your swing. One guy I like to watch on the range is Collin Morikawa. I've never seen him in person on the range, but just in video. And his golf swing, at least to me, is real cerebral, right? He's taking the club back slow, and when he gets to the top, he fires through. But it's not an uncontrolled fire through, right? It's controlled, right? He knows exactly where his club is, where his club head is, and also what his hands are doing and what his body is doing, right? Because again, he fully knows and understands that that golf ball isn't going anywhere until he actually hits it. So understanding that, watch some of the pros. I mean, it's okay to watch the pros. I mean, you're not going to try to swing like them, but the fundamentals and the mechanics are the same. That stuff still holds true for us as amateur golfers as well. So being a little bit more cautious about that, knowing that you have full control over your golf shots and your golf ball, should give you a little bit more ease, right? But it gives us anxiety, which is why a good practice is, again, like Collin Morikawa, take the club back slow and at the top, then fire through. But at first, go slow, right? Learn where your motion is. Okay, so we're on the tee box now. And you got a par 4 in front of you, right? And about 250, maybe 240 out. Well, we'll say 250, 255 out. You got a sand trap on your right-hand side, right? And then also there's water all along the left. So now you're saying to yourself, what am I going to do? My tendency is to slice the ball. But if I overcorrect it, I'm going to hook it. What do? You go through your pre-shot routine is what you do. You take your time, you make your practice swings, and you put a good golf swing on that golf ball. Now, if you know that your shot kind of leaks to the right a little bit, okay, well then aim a little bit more left, but don't overcompensate, right? Make your normal swing. Swing easy. Don't swing at the ball hard, which is why that practice at the range is very, very, very important. Because that gives you the ability to slow down, think about what you're doing, and to make a controlled swing, right? Now that ball's in the middle of the fairway, right? Now you're looking at the green. Again, there's water all along the left-hand side, and maybe it kind of pushes in a little bit to the front of the green. So now, why do you think that is? Why do you think golf course designers put those things there. One is a distraction. Two is forcing you to make a decision. So what decision are they having you make? Whether you're going to go for the green if it's a par 5 or if it's a long par 4, do you lay up on a par 4 and then make a third shot into the green and you're putting for par? What do? You know, these are things that on the golf course that you have to manage, right? Don't let them become obstacles or mental blockers, but let them make you stronger as a golfer. And you say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fire that good shot. And I'm going to make sure that I hit the green. Or I remember a match where David Toms was playing. I forgot what tournament it was. It may have been the Players. But he laid up on a par 4. It was a long par 4, and he knew his length. And he knew that he couldn't go for the green where he was. So what did he do? He laid up, and he had 120 in. Won the tournament. You know, so you have to think about the things that you're doing, right? Don't make golf difficult. Golf is an easy game in terms of thinking about what you want to accomplish. The hard part comes in not thinking about those distractions, not thinking about those things, right? Because those things distract you from what your ultimate goal is, and that's to make a par on every single hole that you can make a par on. And remember, if you hit a bad shot, you hit a bad shot. I mean, everybody does it. Pros do it. Why can't you? You know? So don't let those things get in the way of you playing good golf. A lot of golfers that are 10 handicap like myself, we're trying to get down to the 9, to the single-digit handicaps. But I realize that where my game is having a problem is up there. It takes a man to admit that, right? And an even bigger man to implement strategies to overcome this thing right there, right? So don't let those distractions and don't let this noodle up here take you out of your game, because you can shoot good scores. You know, people say, well, you can't play like the pros and you can't do what the pros do. For the most part, some things, yeah, because you know you're not playing every single day. We don't get paid for this, right? We do this on the weekend. So Thursday is today, kind of windy and out here in Vegas, and I'm about to go practice. So think about those things, guys. Implement those things, and remember, take the bad thoughts out. Keep the good thoughts in. Don't see a bunker. Just see, something to go around. All right, guys. Black Rhino here again with Black Rhino Golf Talk. See you next time.